and welcome to another episode of Dream Home Cooking. Today I have a delicious and healthy menu for the most part. I'm gonna throw some dessert in there, but I am gonna show you guys how I make my spaghetti squash lasagna, and then I have some caprese bites, a little arugula salad, and then for dessert, this is not healthy, but they are my ricotta cookies that are absolutely delicious. So I wanna go ahead and get started on building the lasagna. Now I've done some prep for the sake of time. So if you've never cooked with spaghetti squash, it is a wonderful substitute for pasta. It's not quite the same, but it really does satisfy that craving if you're trying to watch your carbs a little bit. So what you want to do, and this recipe calls for 2 spaghetti squash. I did that last night, but you want to take the squash. This is already cooked, but before I cooked it, I pierced it with a knife all around the squash. Then I put it on a sheet pan, put it in the oven on a piece of foil or parchment paper, and you bake it at 375 for 1 hour. This is just the coolest thing to me. You cut into it and you just scrape the seeds out as much as you can, and then you'll take a fork and you just do this. And you'll see how it looks and feels like spaghetti. But the other trick is I put it in a colander overnight under some paper, plate lined with paper towels. It catches that moisture. You don't want your spaghetti squash lasagna to be real liquidy. Okay, so now we're ready to build it. So in this bowl is 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. To that, I'm gonna add a teaspoon each of garlic powder, pepper, salt, and Italian seasoning. Then I have about 1.5 tablespoons of fresh parsley. And then I've got 1 egg. I'm gonna just pierce that yolk a little bit. And the egg causes it to have a nice little poof on the lasagna. Okay, so we're just gonna stir that together. Okay, so then I'm gonna add about 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and then just give that a stir. And it's good to just sort of have everything out on your countertop, because we're basically just gonna have a little assembly line. All right, so now we're gonna start building the lasagna. So what I did was put just about a ladle full of marinara on the bottom. Now I'm gonna take my spaghetti squash and I'm just going to put a layer over the sauce. This is gonna have 2 layers to it. And then the sausage that I'm using is actually a turkey Italian sausage. I'm trying to keep it on the healthy side today. So this spaghetti squash lasagna ends up only being about 340 calories and, low fat and also very low carb. All right, so to that, I'm gonna add a layer of the turkey Italian sausage, and I've already browned this. And because it's turkey Italian sausage, there's no need to drain it because it's very, very lean. And if you want to put some onion and garlic in the Italian sausage and brown it with it, you certainly can. I didn't do that today. Okay, so that's a layer of the sausage. Now I've got my ricotta mixture. And basically, I'm just going to put a little dollop about every inch or so. It doesn't have to be, spread evenly, just like that. This also takes less time, I think, than doing a traditional lasagna. In the year 2020, we have a company anniversary celebrating Woodland Homes 25 years in business. We have Mike and I turning 50 and 60. Our daughter is getting married and our son is graduating from the University of Alabama. So we got a busy year with a lot of good milestones. So we're trying to stay as healthy as we can. I know we'll fall off the wagon sometimes, but this is just a good, healthy recipe. All right, so I've got the ricotta there. Now I'm just gonna ladle some sauce over that and then repeat 1 more layer, same thing. Okay, I've got the second layer on this spaghetti squash lasagna, and now I'm just topping it off with the rest of the sauce. And then this goes into, I cover it with aluminum foil, and you bake it at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the oven and we'll take a little break. And when we come back, I'm gonna show you guys how I make these caprese bites and these wonderful cookies.
Hey guys, come on in.
Hey Troy.
Yeah, let me show you around.
Wow.
As the Acme Brick spokesperson, I get paid in brick. All the brick I want. solid. What? Too much? To get Acme brick quality, look for the Acme name. And here's the guest room. Hope you like a firm mattress.
My father started this business in 1977. The people that work for us is part of what sets us apart. All of our employees have experience. All of our plumbers have been with us for 10 years or greater. Our motto at Dean & Son is quality and service. We're going to do quality work. We don't leave people hanging. We're there when we're supposed to be. We're done when we're supposed to be. Living up to what you sell and service them after they pay you, that's where your integrity in the plumbing business comes.
Dean & Son Plumbing Company. Call today at 518-9780.
In choosing a contractor in today's market, finding someone that is going to take care of you and make sure that you're happy with their product, with the quality, it's not an easy task today. The most important thing to me is doing what you say you're going to do, taking care of the customer, installing a product that is superior. My motto is, call the lady with a team you can trust, and I feel confident that we are a team that you can trust.
Okay, we're back, and now I'm going to show y'all how I make these Italian ricotta cookies. Now, I know we put ricotta cheese in the lasagna, so don't let this freak you out, because it's sort of like the concept of putting sour cream in some cake mixes. It makes it so moist and just delicious. So what you want to do is start with 2 sticks of real butter, and you want to let them come to room temperature. And well, let me cream this butter just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the sugar. This is 1 3/4 cup of white sugar. So I'm just gonna mix the butter and the sugar together for just a minute. I really should have gotten my stand-up mixer for this. It makes it so much easier. Okay, now to the butter and the sugar, I'm gonna add 2 eggs. And then I'm gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla. That already smells good. Okay, and next, I'm gonna just put in this 15-ounce container of ricotta. And you just wanna make sure all the wet ingredients are incorporated and mixed up well before you add the flour mixture. These are the kind of cookies that will literally melt in your mouth. Okay, so now, here's the next step. I've got a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda in this little cup. And then this is 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna mix that in with the flour before I add it to the wet ingredients. And this is a 2-step cookie process. We're gonna bake the cookies, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I make a glaze and put over the cookie, and then you can even go so far as to put pretty colored sprinkles on them if you want to, just to be festive. Okay, so that baking powder and soda is mixed in there, and then I'm just going to do a little at a time. Just pour that in there and blend it, and then I'll just keep on doing it until I've used all the flour. Okay, this takes a minute, but it's all mixed in well, all the flour, and it does, you got to put a little elbow grease in it. It's a stiff batter, and that's okay. So now I am going to use my little cookie scoop and scoop these puppies out. All right, so let me just put those right there. So then I love these cookie scoops because they keep all your cookies pretty uniform, so that means they'll cook evenly and it makes them pretty. So what I'm gonna do is just scoop as many of these as I can out onto parchment paper, and I love parchment paper because it's easy cleanup and the cookies don't stick. All right, so I got one more spot. So I've got as many on this cookie sheet as I can. I'm obviously gonna have to do another batch, but I'm gonna get these in the oven. They bake for 8 to 10 minutes at 350. I always like to pull them out right about 9 minutes because I like my cookies to be a little bit on the soft side. So I'm just gonna put these in and I will show you guys the next step. All right, so they smell really good. The cookies are out of the oven. I took them out after 9 minutes, let them cool for about 3 or 4 minutes, and now I have this delicious glaze that I'm gonna put on them. So this is 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Then I'm gonna add a teaspoon of almond extract, and this is just a really delicious little extract. It gives it a unique flavor. Then, that smells so good. I don't know why, but it does. The next thing I'm gonna do is add 4 to 5 tablespoons of whole milk. Actually, I'm gonna start with 3 tablespoons and we'll see where we are, because you definitely don't want this glaze too runny. This is just an extra little treat on top of the cookie. And you just wanna use a fork and just keep stirring it. And you can actually let these cookies cool a little more and dip them in here, each top of the cookie, but I'm just gonna take a spoon and drizzle it. I think it works just as well. Yeah, so I think I'm good on just 3 tablespoons of milk. All right, I think we're getting there. Okay, I think that's good. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little teaspoon and I'm just gonna drizzle like that over the cookies. That's simple, doesn't have to be anything fancy or precise. This is another little recipe that's fun to make with little ones, because if you got somebody who loves to help in the kitchen, I think this is a fun little project to do with them. Okay, so they're all glazed, and now the fun part, these fun little colorful sprinkles, and you don't have to use them if you don't want to, but I think they're fun. Just sprinkle some over the top. All right, so I'm gonna finish doing the sprinkles, and when we come back, I'm gonna show y'all how I do the caprese bites and the little arugula salad.
Since 1983, individuals and businesses in Alabama have relied on Wolf, Jones, Wolf, Hancock, Daniel, and South for their legal representation. Our experienced attorneys offer high-quality legal counsel in commercial law, real estate, and personal injury litigation. So if you need an attorney, hire the best attorney you can. Call the experienced North Alabama attorneys at Wolf, Jones, Wolf, Hancock, Daniel, and South to arrange your initial consultation, because we're dedicated to setting the standard for legal services.
You know, years ago, we researched different cabinet companies. Wellborn was the cabinet company that we decided to go with. Wellborn has a lot of your custom style building like we did in the local cabinet shops years ago. You just can't go wrong with a product like that with Wellborn. On top of that, Wellborn has researchers that are out in the market every day. Their job is to see what's current in the market, what's selling, and what their dealers need to be showing in their showroom. So come out, let me help you design your kitchen with Wellborn products.
Choosing an appliance can be complicated these days. That's why at Bob Wallace Appliance, we start by asking questions like an occasional cook or a serious chef, something just for you or an army, once a week or once a day. You see, it's not just what we know about appliances, it's what we know about you. Bob Wallace Appliance, locally owned and operated for more than 35 years. Online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
When you select Waldie Flooring's hardwood, you don't just enhance your home, you transform it. With hundreds of beautiful, durable, hand-selected varieties that come with up to a 50-year warranty, you can count on unsurpassed beauty and proven durability that's guaranteed to stand the test of time. When you want the best flooring for your home, come to Waldie Flooring in Madison. WaldieFlooring.com, 256-325-8453.
Okay, so now I am ready to show y'all how I do the little caprese bites and the arugula salad. And this is so simple, it's almost embarrassing, but it's so good. And I think these little caprese bites are so pretty. So what I have here are cherry tomatoes I've already washed. These are the little mozzarella pearls. They come in just kind of a glob, and you just take them apart, and I think they're so cute. They're just little tiny fresh mozzarella pearls. And then I have turkey pepperoni, which is 70% less fat, and it's really tasty. So I'm just gonna take a couple pieces of pepperoni, put them on this little skewer, and then I'm gonna take a couple little mozzarella balls, pearls, and then a little piece of fresh torn basil, and then put the cherry tomato, and then you just have just a fun little bite. So I'm gonna thread those. And while I'm skewering these, our community of the week this week is very exciting. It's called Wildwood, and it's our latest community out in the Monrovia area. We are so excited about this new community, and I think everybody is going to go crazy over the product. It's a Craftsman Series product. It's in the Monrovia area. It's in an excellent location. The homes are just absolutely adorable. It's a beautiful piece of property, and I just encourage you guys to go out there and check it out. And Mike is going to give you much more detailed information on Wildwood when he's here. But it is just really a fantastic little community that we're very excited about. Okay, so these, you can put these on a platter and serve them as an appetizer, but for today I want to put them on this salad. So I've got about 10 of those made, so I'll stop there and show you guys. I have this thing now with arugula. I don't know why, but I love, love, love the taste of arugula, and it's very good for you too. So this is so simple. I like to take some coarse ground black pepper. I also like to sometimes use the crushed red pepper flakes. If you like a little heat, it's delicious. So I just put pepper on there, and then I like to just do a little drizzle of olive oil. And then this balsamic glaze is so delicious. And it doesn't, a little goes a long way, and it's pretty. So you just want to kind of zigzag just a little this glaze. And this glaze is also delicious with these bites. And then I'm just going to take these and just lay them on the salad. And it's pretty, and it's delicious, and it's pretty healthy for you, I think. So that's the arugula salad and caprese bites. I am about to take the lasagna out of the oven, the spaghetti squash lasagna, and when we come back, of course, Mike will be here to taste everything and to tell you guys more about Wildwood.
If you're looking to remodel or build your dream home, it all starts at the Dream Studio by Woodland Homes. At Woodland Homes Dream Studio, you'll work with seasoned professionals dedicated to providing you with the very best, whether you're starting from scratch or remodeling. And with thousands of selections to choose from, the Dream Studio offers everything you need at the absolute highest quality, all under one roof. The Dream Studio by Woodland Homes. Live your dream. Call 830-9000 today.
Yeah, we started at Woodmill Trace was our first woodland home, and it was a town home that had 220 other homes there, and we enjoyed it. It was wonderful. And then we decided to travel, and we traveled for about 2.5 years in an RV. So when we got back last year, we all sat down and started coming up with ideas of a plan. And by going into one of the communities that was already existing, we saw a house or a plan called the Homewood. And the house that we're in today is called the Homewood, which is 2,400 square feet with an oversized double garage and many, many amenities. And the difference is, in the townhome, we had an upstairs area that would lend itself that you would go there daily. And today we have everything all together at 2,400 square feet on one area, one floor. So that's been a tremendous asset to me. And plus we have a great yard. And when you travel 2.5 years in an RV, you don't necessarily have a great yard. You have different yards all the time. So it's really difficult to say that, well, we're sitting outside and seeing these beautiful trees, birds, squirrels, and whatever. And now we're able to enjoy that. So in addition to loving the house that we're in, we're able to spend a lot of time outside enjoying the outdoors.
Yes, and I think too, and I know you would agree with this, Bill, we're not spring chickens anymore. And the thought of building a home actually scared the two of us, and we were thinking, I don't know if we want to go through this again. So we met with, of course, Woodland Homes and decided on a plan, and we decided to go for it. And I'm going to tell you something, Woodland Homes has it going on. Anyone at any age should feel comfortable to build a home with Woodland Homes. They have simplified the process to the point where when you walk in, you actually take one full day and go in and meet with the designers, and they take you through the design center. You pick your interior, your exterior colors. You pick your flooring, your everything from the floor up, granite, whatever, excluding the lighting. That would be on the second day. And we were done, and they fed us lunch in the process. We were treated like royalty. It was amazing. We had a great time, and Christina, of course, was just coming on board then, and we were her first client, so she walked us through the process too, and it was just a great moment. But once we did that, we were completely done, and could turn around and say, wow, now all they have to do is build it. So.
Yeah, along that point, I think that's a big thing, and my thanks to Mike Friday at Woodland Homes is that we never had to get involved again with the construction. And we were asked many times to come up and see some new innovations that they were doing. For an example, in our kitchen, we actually have windows with shelves, which is kind of unique. So we get a lot of light in our kitchen, and we're enjoying that. Also, we've had shelves built into columns that we can use to put knickknacks and things like that. And then the showers have come a long ways from when our first house. Now we have a complete glass enclosure, separate shower that's large enough for me to get into.
And zero entry too.
Zero entry. And then we have a nice, wonderful Whirlpool tub. And then there's many other features, including moldings and all the new type flooring, which is so important because it's all waterproof now, and it's just no maintenance, and it's just everything that you could ask for. So my thanks goes to Woodland Homes, and what a quality job with the moldings and everything that they've done.
Yeah, we love our new home. It's awesome.
Hey guys, I wanted to let y'all know, about a year ago, me and Bruce Stone started a new company called Stonewood Homes. And Stonewood is a little different business plan than Woodland Homes because Stonewood is a scattered lot home builder, which means if you have a lot and you're looking for a builder, Stonewood is the answer. So if you own a home site or you're looking at building a custom home, give us a call at 830-9000 and let's start building.
Okay, we're back, and I've got Mike in the kitchen with me, and our producer, he just said, y'all look like Alabama fans.
Mike, no.
Well, we love both. We have a child who graduated from Auburn and one about to graduate from Bama, but we do look like them. But anyway, today is mostly healthy.
Okay, except for what?
For the cookies. And they made so many more than these. I just thought it was pretty.
They look good.
They are so good. They're called Italian ricotta cookies. It's like eating a piece of cake. They're very sweet, but they made 60 of them. I only put 12 on the little platter. But then I've got our little favorite go-to salad, our arugula salad with caprese bites, and then the spaghetti squash lasagna that you love that I made the other night.
You know, and what's amazing about it is the spaghetti squash. It's so much like
it's
pasta.
Very satisfying.
You know, very like pasta noodles that you wouldn't think it, but I mean it's filling and satisfying, and it's really good.
I agree, and you can do the zucchini spirals and all that, but for something, spaghetti squash to me is the closest to feeling satisfied. That pasta craving spaghetti, if you're trying to
mostly healthy.
And speaking of fun stuff, holy moly, Wildwood.
Well, we just finished the development recently, but one thing about Wildwood is our whole team for about a year has really been working on a new product line. And we took several people from the company, and we went to Birmingham, we went to Nashville. We did a lot of research into what is that product that's just going to hit a home run right out of the gate. And so my challenge to them was to make sure that
we hit the mark right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And so anytime you're dealing with a brand new product, there's a lot of research that goes into it. And our team has just done a fabulous job from the design work to the product selection, from the interior design, and we've got several that are under construction right now. But it is the product type that people are looking for today.
I agree.
And it's in a great location, right off Waltrana, and it has, you know, great features. There's a lot of brick, there's some stone, but mostly hardy type product. And we've got beautiful colors that match everything, and it's just a great product.
Is that a Craftsman?
It is a type of a Craftsman, you know, style. Craftsman / you know, cottage, but it really is a product to where when we get sold out of Wildwood, I think we've got 68 total home sites, but when we get sold out of there, then it's going to be in demand, and we're going to be looking for other locations to build this same type product.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
But you know, the thing about it is the way that Huntsville's growing right now, whether if you live here in this market or you're moving into this market and you're new, Woodland Homes has got the perfect product for you, no matter if you are a young professional, whether or not you need something that is carefree, maintenance-free with our patio home product, or whether if you're looking for a medium-sized home or even looking for an executive, you know, home that's like totally decked out. We've got a variety of product, and if you're out there looking for a new home and you're shopping for a new home, going to our website, woodlandhomes.com, is a great place to start shopping, and you can also find your recipes there. And
yes, at woodlandhomes.com, as well as our Dream Home Cooking Facebook page.
Yep.
And as always, a big thank you to our wonderful sponsors.
Yep, and they do a great job. So y'all come out and see us. We'd love to see you.
Let's eat. I'm having a cookie first.
Let's do it.
RK, hold on. RK. All right.